Hello, dear Toastmasters and guests. I'm pleased to introduce my icebreaking speech for you today. Where I am, why I am, where I am. Why I am in Astana, why I chose medicine, even why in Astana Toastmasters Club in front of you. And I'll try to answer to these questions. It could sound strange, but my life is divided into two periods of time, before I was 11 and after. It was a crucial point in my life at that period. It changed my personality, my behavior, and my opinion about surrounding things. Even I can say that it was a trigger to become who I am now. At the age of 11, I was seriously ill, and as I mentioned before that, I was another person. To put it mildly, I was a bad boy who teased sick and weak children and mocked them, and I didn't have any compassion for them. And at that period, it seemed that it was some kind of punishment for my behavior and for my attitude towards others. And maybe it was ordinary type of child, but after facing with disease, I had started to hate that spoiled boy into myself, and I had started to pray God to help me and asked why exactly it happened with me. Unfortunately, I was lucky enough to get well after several years of therapy, but I completely changed. I completely changed. I began to treat everything differently. I began to differently, and I began to control every action, every word, and every opinion about surrounding things. And since after that, I decided to be a doctor. I would be a doctor in order to, first and foremost, in order to find out what happened to me. Why exactly neurosurgery? And I am enthusiastic on solving complicated tasks and the way and looking for causes and consequences of different issues. And as neurosurgery is one of the complicated part of neurosurgery, one of the difficult part of the surgery, I decided work in this area without any doubt. And the next reason, which helped me obtain skills and achieve the goals and knowledge that I have today, is my self-confidence and the way I believe in this. Despite the fact that I grew up and studied in a small village where the level of quality of knowledge was much inferior, especially in English, where a teacher of Dutch taught us. I don't know why, but I had inner confidence that I would finish school with a golden medal. And I was the first student who achieved that in the last 30 years in our school. And since that, I had started to believe that nothing is impossible. And I have continued to, achieve the goals without acknowledging defeat. And it's not because that I am cool or a prodigy, but because I was able to identify particular purposes and the way to achieve them. And now I continue to develop and my next short-term purpose is pass IELTS 7-point and higher score, and that's why I am here in Astana Toastmasters Club, and I believe without any doubt that it helps me, and that's why I'm here.